What's up, guys, and welcome back to Ships at Sea. We are back here on the coast of Norway for a brand new episode, and let me just say, I knew I was going to like this game. I did not realize I was going to be totally obsessed with it. I played for hours on end yesterday. Take a look at my bank account, $3.6 million in there. So obviously going to be buying a new boat today. Basically just kind of grinded with little boaty. Did a bunch of fishing yesterday. The thing I'm probably the most proud of is we have 106.3 nautical miles under our belt. That is a ton. I think the max speed of little boaty is like 13 or so, and a lot of that was done without him. But let's say even best case scenario, 106 divided by 13, that's 8 hours of gameplay of just chugging along. So yeah, I played a lot yesterday. We've got a class 2 license, opens up some new boats for us, and we're gonna see what kind of trouble we can get into today, baby. We're gonna get a new fishing boat, new type of fishing. I think we're gonna try out net fishing. I don't exactly know what I'm doing, but we're gonna do our best. So let's go into the shipyard here. We made money, so now we got to spend it, baby. So we're gonna go into boats here. We are gonna take a look at, actually technically we always do this. It's not necessary, but I do like to take care of my equipment that takes care of me, so we're going to make sure we wash her off. Old girl made me $3 million, so you know what? I'm going to get in every single nook and cranny that we possibly can. I'm sticking this in every hole. All right, now that that's done, I feel good about myself. Let's go ahead and we're going to take a look at the boats we have available. So we can buy pretty much anything except for the max boat in this game. I'm hoping to be able to afford this by the end of this episode, or at least be well on the way. So we've got a couple of cargo boats here. I honestly, once we get into fish farming and it actually works, I think we would go for this one, Dr. Phil. It's $1 million. It's a tier 2, 14.5 knots. You've got a bunch of cargo space, a lot more than the roster ever had. So definitely would have checked this out eventually, but we're not quite to that point yet. I don't think we have the farming available yet, at least from what I saw in the last episode. This is what we're going to be going for. Default name is the Conquest Fishing Boat, 1.5 million knock. It's a tier 2, so you got to have that tier 2 license. I think it's 80 nautical miles you have to be able to travel before you can use these. Doesn't have a lot of cargo, but you can do long line, net fishing, and light cargo. 10 fishing gear. You can catch a ton of fish. Look at this, man. You can't even do net fishing with this. Like, this is a full net fishing focused boat. I'm not sure how to net fish. I'm assuming you throw the net out and then pick it back up, and I don't know. We'll see what happens, but we're going to purchase this thing. Yes, please. Money well spent. Dude, this thing is massive. Our biggest boat yet, and she's fairly quick. I'm actually kind of excited about that. I'm a little bit nervous about what the upgrades are going to cost. Let's see. For a name, she's going to be Bertha. She's Big Bertha. All right. For upgrades, we've got internal fuel tanks. Honestly, I feel like we're pretty good on fuel. Overall, the fuel seems to treat us pretty well, so we're going to hold off on that. Fuse box, compact, reliable, protects your circuit. I haven't had any electrical issues yet. I'm assuming that's going to be something we're going to want in the future, but we're going to hold off and save our money for now. Steering. With a boat this big, I assume we're going to want the best steering wheel. Of course, it's going to be really, really expensive. The Wooden Classic. Seamlessly marries tradition with sophistication, featuring a rich wooden finish and complemented by subtle gold details. Okay, I'm assuming the best wheel is going to give you the best performance, so we're just going to go for that. Throttle. I mean, $7,500. When we're talking a $1.5 million boat, a $7,500 upgrade is not a big deal. This is where I'm going to be nervous. $95K for a 250 horsepower engine. Stock, we're looking at $135. Yeah, we're going to do that. $100,000, well worth it. Something this big and this hard to maneuver, we're going to want extra power. We're going to want extra turning, extra throttle, prop, everything else. Like, we're pretty much going to want to do all this, I believe. Prop, let's see this. Oh, a $50,000 Obsidian Slick XR prop. Supreme performance, setting the gold standard for power and precision, providing not only remarkable performance, but also a sense of confidence that comes from mastering the seas. I was not ready to spend $50K, but I guess we'll go for it. And then Searchlight, you can upgrade. We never upgrade it, though. Able to withstand the rigors of sea life. I feel like it's not really that necessary. We don't use the Searchlight that much. So, okay, that was an expensive boat. The upgrades were a bit more than I was prepared to spend, but again, we spend 1.5 and then upgrade it for a couple $100,000. That's not bad. Let's check this thing out a little bit. Oh my gosh. So this is our engine compartment, I'm pretty sure. This is our wheelhouse. Okay, I like it. We've got the old pirate style wooden wheel. We've got the upgraded throttle. Yeah, this thing is nice, dude. I love the windows. We're centrally located here. This is good. Okay. We also need, before we forget, we need the net fishing, right? Or we're going to have to add rigging. So we can have long line rigging for 9,500, net fishing for 13,500, or extra cargo for 1,000. We're going to try net fishing. Again, I don't really know how to do it, but we're going to go for, oh, this is like the real deal. Oh, okay. So we've got a whole system here. And trays and bins and okay, I feel like I'm on the Deadliest Catch or something. I'm not sure how to use any of this. Let's close that hatch, lock her up, get her ready to go. We're gonna get her out in the ocean. Where's my ladder? There we go. Okay, I'm confused. Where is she at? They usually spawn down there. Sometimes they spawn here. Is she down here maybe? Do we have... I think we might have too big of a boat to fit. Yeah, there she is right there. Too big of a boat to fit in our normal slips. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Welcome, Big Bertha. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this is ours. All right, so for the fishing, let's check this out. I'm really worried that we're not going to know how to do this and we're going to waste a bunch of money. Nets are usually made by tying relatively thin wire into a web of stitches, tied to a floating line at the top and sinking line at the bottom so they stand upright in the water. Nets do not need bait to be able to fish. To place the net in the water, walk to the stern of your boat, interact with the net storage. Keep your boat moving steadily forward as you set the net in the water. So we want to have it kind of in a slow pace forward and drop it in the water. To haul a net, position your boat near the net buoy on the starboard side and interact with the net hauler to begin pulling the net under your boat. Once a fish has been placed on the table, you need to untangle it from the net. To untangle a fish from the net, look for the interaction points on the fish. You can also adjust the speed of the net hauler to control how fast the net comes on board. Okay, so this is a real thing. This is a brand new style of fishing we have not tried yet. Obviously, we're going to need a net. Do we have a net here? It said go to the back and throw the net off. Yeah, we don't have a net yet. So we're going to go over to the fishery here. I believe we should be able to buy some gear. Net fishing. We've got a 160-meter fishing net for 1,450 NOK. I'm going to buy one of those. Do we need more than one? We didn't need more than one long line, so I'm assuming we don't need more than one here. It's a lot less expensive than the long line. I'm curious how it's going to work. We obviously don't have to buy bait or do anything crazy. The fishing makes so much money. I have a hard time believing this is going to be more effective, but we'll see what happens. Oh my gosh, I just cannot believe the size of this boat, dude. I'm a little bit nervous to pilot this thing. Oh, we've got maximum visibility, windows around all sides. I love this. All right, I guess there's no time like the present. What is this? We've got like a map up here. We've got our radio, of course. We've got all of our switches. We've got old school switches. Let's check out the wipers. Okay. I love it. We got our searchlight, work light, interior light, running lights. Got our compass down here, obviously. All right. I don't think there's any time like the present. Let's go ahead and, where's the... Oh, she sounds like a beast. I can't believe the engine is here. It's like in a little cupboard thing there. Little filing cabinet. All right. Well, I'm going to go outside just so we can see this thing moving. Let's go ahead and remove our lines. And we're going to throw us in a slight reverse here. Try not to hit the wall on the way out. And I'm assuming we still want to go to a fishing spot, right? I don't even have one picked out yet, so we're going to have to pick that out in a second. But, dude, this thing is amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. All right, go ahead and throw her in drive. Slowly maneuver our way around. That obsidian $50,000 prop is putting in work, churning up the seabed down there. Better be throwing daggers down at the crabs on the bottom of the ocean. All right. So, for a fishing spot, what do we want to catch? We've already been up there a lot. I'm kind of tempted to go down here. We haven't been to this one yet. Looks like we've got a lot of haddock down here, so we could go for that. We're going to go out. We're going to take a left. We're going to try a new fishing spot again. We do have a net there. I think I see a net. Okay, so we can cast the net at any time when you're just slowly moving forward. Dude, oh my gosh. I remember when we were looking at these big boats on the side, and I was like, eventually I'm going to have a big boat. Well, guess what? Your boy's got a medium-sized boat now. I'm coming for the big ones. It's going to happen at some point. Thing is so high up. We've got perfect visibility here, dude. I could park this at a busy mall parking lot if we needed to. My goodness. All right, let's so we're going to go out. We're going to take a left. We'll go around that lighthouse. kind of by our fishery that we tried to buy in the last episode, RIP. Technically, we probably could try to take our shortcut, but we're going to take the long way because I think this thing's going to be a little bit harder to fit through tight spaces. An absolute monster. Look at the wake we're leaving behind us, dude. Are you kidding me? Oh, I love this thing. She is an absolute beauty. I kind of want to check out what's going on with all this stuff. What is this? Move next. Oh. Okay. Is this what we pull the net up with? We've got this thing too. You can increase and decrease speeds. Obviously this we know you can open and close. Are we good? We're good for right now. Do we mount the oh, this must be the net hauler. Close the hatch to start fishing. No fish habitat, no net and reach. Okay, so I think we close this. We're gonna be in a fish habitat with the net off to the starboard side. The hauler's gonna pull it up. The fish are gonna come here. We'll sort the fish and then they're dropped off in here. And then we use this thing for something, I'm not sure what. Should we unmount this? Dismount the hauler. Keep her nice and tight. Keep all hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. All right, so we're gonna be taking a left here, kind of going off course a little bit already. We're at 11.6 knots, which honestly is not terrible. I would have expected worse for something this big. So we're gonna shoot through here, go past this lighthouse, straight out, shouldn't have too much land to deal with, and then our fishing habitat's gonna be down here, looking like we're looking at haddock and pollock. We actually probably could have taken a look at the fishing. Haddock is August to February. Yeah, that's not gonna be our best look. We do have pollock. Cod is through April. Halibut is April to December. So I mean, I think we don't even have halibut down there. We've got cod and pollock. We're gonna be okay. It'll be fine. I want to switch things up. I don't want to go to the same fishing spot every time. I also went up to this one yesterday. I was kind of running between these two, trying to get those nautical miles in. This one was pretty good. We've got a ton of cod out here. We could go to this one. 8 nautical miles versus 5. That's just gonna take a long time to get to. We could hit both. We might try getting both. Keep an eye on these markers here. Just going straight through this channel. We got our lighthouse off to the left there, and then open ocean out there. We should be good to go. I love that we have a map up here. We really, honestly, we could up the immersion a little bit and only use visual cues here. I wish all this stuff worked, or autopilot and stuff. Eventually, obviously, that's gonna come out. Dude, this game, I genuinely could see this being one of my favorite games of all time. Just with the where we're currently at with it in early access. Obviously there is a long way to go, but like when everything gets, it's already really good, but when it gets ironed out and we have more ships and more features and more whatever, and you can run a full-scale commercial fishing operation, like I can't even begin to explain to you guys how much I like this game. I've recorded so many episodes ahead of time from where I'm currently uploading. I'm hoping you guys will like it too. I think you will. Typically when I vibe with something, you guys are vibing with it too, so it's just, it is, I don't know. It's so chill, but it's so interesting and fun. And I love the feeling of being out on the open ocean. Land ho! Watch out, man! Eventually we're gonna be able to hire some crew members and stuff. There's like, if you look at, we need our thing back up, our skill tree. There's crewmate number 1, possible to hire 1 crew member. This is gonna be coming later in personal or in early access. You can get 2, 3 crew members. So like we could just be a captain and be piloting the boat and having other people doing whatever they do. There's like repairs, and eventually we're gonna have to take care of problems on the boat and things like that. I wonder if we're gonna want faster gutting and reeling. Nope, we can't do that yet. Okay, interesting. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot in the way. Very excited to see where this game turns out. I hope it's one of those things that, you know, 3 years down the line we're gonna be playing this. We're gonna be like, wow. We were in on the ground floor playing when it was just bare bones and still loving it, and now look at where we are today. So this is our last bit of land on our way out to sea here. Just stay between the channel markers and we should be okay. We should have plenty of room to get through here, baby, and then we are gonna be going pretty much straight. All right, we could actually probably kind of chart our course right now. Let's set a little marker out. Set another little marker. Nope, I hate that it does that. It's not going through land to get there. We set 2 there. Nope, it's saying that there's land. Okay, well, we should probably keep an eye out and make sure there is no land, but I don't think there is. Basically, just go straight. Oh, that one. That's an interesting looking depth chart. Okay, let us plot our points here. So we're going to get lined up. I wish the points that you plot there would be input into this automatically. That'd be pretty cool. Whoa, that's crazy. You can see like the full compass all the way around. We can see our degrees. So we want to stay about 60 degrees. A little bit left here. Dude, this is amazing. Oh my gosh. We haven't even tested the horn yet. You guys ready? I gotta be honest, that's a little disappointing. I wanted like a Bertha horn, you know what I mean? All right, well, we got about a half hour to get there. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the salty air, gents. Okay, so we're gonna try to strategically do this. We've got haddock and pollock here, cod up there. Technically, haddock is not in season. But I'm going to see, if we were laying a line, this would be perfect to get all three. That's like the Orion's belt of fish right there. I'm going to see, let's take this flag off. I mean, with a net, we don't really have to come through. We just want to go in between. So I'm going to see if we go here. I guess we should probably have a second one up here. Let's just follow this. Let's get in between the two species of fish, the two schools of fish here, and see if we can drop a net and catch something. I don't see how a net is going to be more effective than what we currently have, but I guess we'll find out. Let's go ahead and turn our sonar on, get that thing working, move the brightness up a little bit. It's actually pretty bright. Should be good. Which one's brightness? You can't change the brightness on this one. Get on this line here, and we are going to take the express lane straight to Paytown. So we've got fish here. I mean, I'm half tempted to try it, but I'm going to wait. I don't want to, get too ahead of ourselves. I don't want to let them know what's coming. We got the big net of doom out here. I don't know how big is our net? It doesn't really look that big. I wonder if we want multiple nets. Should we just run through fish and just drop a net, drop a net, drop it? That's probably what we want to do. I don't know. We'll see. This is a test run right off the bat. We're going to be okay. Let's just get to where we have at least 2 or 3 types of fish, and we'll see how that works out. Looks like we want to go a little bit more to the right now. I will say this thing is definitely pushed around by the waves a little bit more. I think it might be a bit rougher than what we've had in recent days, but the nose bounces around quite a bit. We kind of tend to get off course. It takes a little bit more management, which is okay, but you just got to be more aware. Ooh, okay, we've got a second thing of fish here. All right, let's slow this thing down. It said you wanted to be kind of at a nice, easy pace. So let me check this again. We've got full double. Yep. Let's cast the net. All right, there she goes. It's bigger than I thought. Oh, there's the end of it. All right. So that's just it. And then we go pick it up. That's all we have to do there. Okay. Again, I don't know how this is going to compare to longline fishing. Technically, if it doesn't work as well, we could switch to longline on this, and obviously we're going to be able to carry a lot more and do a lot more with it, but definitely wanted to at least check this out. All right, let me make sure I can see my, what's it called here? My throttle. So we're going to want to pull up to this thing. Probably going to want to pull up to the one on the backside because the net's in between them, so we don't want to pull up the net on ourselves. Don't want any sort of a tangle or anything. Current and waves are not easy today, but we're going to do our best. All right, let's throw this thing out there, shut this, start the hauler. I'm going to increase speed. Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up. Okay, slow it down, slow it down. Oh my goodness. I just don't want to mess this up. Let's wait for a fish. All right, we're going to decrease speed. So what do we do here? Oh, hello. Hi, buddy. What do you want me to do? Do I need a hook? It says fish waiting to be processed. I don't know what I need to process him with. Once a fish has been placed on the table, you need to untangle it from the net. To untangle the fish, look at the interaction points on the fish. That's what I was hoping it wasn't. I don't see any interaction points on it. Oh no, dude. The only thing I could think of is if either A, just this fish itself is bugged and we got really unlucky. B, the entire thing is bugged. Do we have so many fish coming in too? You could see them down there. B, the entire thing is bugged and not quite ready. Kind of like we ran into the issue with the fish farm yesterday. Although I can't confidently say that. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Or is there like some sort of a knife we should have bought back at the shop or something? I mean, we have our hook. I thought we could potentially use this, but you definitely can't. You can't use that. I don't see. The only thing we can interact with is this fishing box, and that doesn't change anything. We put that away. I'm assuming there should be interaction points in the fish where you like, Obviously, he's stuck in the net right here. We got to get him out, but I don't see how we do that. We're going to save. I'll put this in save number 10, I guess. And this is really going to hurt because I think it's not going to end well for. I don't like that you can't undo. If you have a problem with the net, you can't get out of it. There's nothing you can do. So we're going to come back, and I'm assuming our net is going to be gone. Yeah, we're going to need to redo everything we did. I knew that was coming. Okay, well, can't get upset if you know it's coming. That's unfortunate. I'm going to reload back to where we started this episode, rebuy the boat, re-get the net, come back out here. This is a mess. Also, just to confirm, you don't need bait. We had fish on, obviously. You have the net here. There's nothing else you could buy here. And then if we go to the store, I don't think there's going to be... We've got this. We've got a power drill. We've got a hook. We don't have binoculars. I am going to buy some binoculars. We might as well have binoculars just for going forward. Obviously, that's not what we need. Why? Oh, 2 zoom levels? Do we want the better binoculars? Advanced with 6 zoom levels? 35,000? Why not? We got a flashlight we don't need. Ping me for tagging your gear. We don't need it. A rotor for fish farms. Engine for fish farms. Fuse. Light bulb. Nothing there. We don't need smolt. We don't need fish food. So there's no like knife or anything that we need to be able to do that. I'm hoping it was a one-off issue. So I'm going to get everything set up. Get the boat rolling back out there. We've got Monaco qualifying in 18 minutes. So I'll probably see you guys after quali. Gonna go hit some incline tread and watch that while I do it. So I'll see you guys in like an hour, but it'll be like 2 seconds for you. I figured it out. We didn't acquire the net fishing skill. Oh my God. Oh, dude, that is absolutely painful. That was the issue. Okay. Well, learn from my mistakes. We're charging out there. Oh my, I could be sick. Dude, all I want to do is go watch quali. I'm gonna have to watch it on my phone as we go out here because I was thinking about it. It's just not worth the risk. This game, if you leave it paused for too long, she does tend to crash. So we've already got another 20-25 minutes invested in this. Technically, I guess I could watch quali after the fact, but then you always see, stuff on Twitter and people text and whatever else. So lately I've been loving incline walking. I've been working out pretty hard, but incline walking is like an absolute cheat code. If you have something good you want to watch or listen to, or an audio book or a podcast or anything like that, you just throw it on 15% incline, like 4 speed for like an hour. You burn 1,000 calories. It's ridiculous. So I've been doing that a lot with like the races and quali and stuff like that, and I was really kind of planning on it all morning, but at this point we've got 20-30 minutes invested in rebuying the ship and coming out here and stuff, so it's it's not going to take that long to get there. We'll just watch like the last half of quali, I guess. I just want to make sure we can get to fishing and see it work and not fail again. I just love moments like this. Like look at that. Look at how your eyes are adjusting and just look out over your kingdom and all the money that can be made with everything just beneath the surface, baby. Last night was really funny. So when I was trying to make money to be able to buy this boat, and then also to get the hours to be able to buy it, because again, you needed like 80 nautical miles driven or something. What I would do is I would just like chart a plot and point the boat like straight out this way, and I'd let it go, and then I'd go downstairs, I'd hang out with Chelsea, we'd watch a little bit of a show, we ate dinner, whatever else, and then like every 10-15 minutes I would come in and make sure I checked on it, turned it around, make sure it wasn't hitting islands and stuff like that. It was kind of silly. It makes it really hard for content because there's so much time in between everything that happens, but it's also like, I feel like that's what makes the game so good. Like I really like the idea that everything that we're doing here has meaning, even when we're just traversing open water. Like it takes a long time. You're investing a lot of thought and patience and effort into it, which is kind of cool. So I've absolutely been loving this game. I'm hoping it continues, baby. Let's keep that obsidian prop churning down there, but I'm hoping we can get some regular updates. I was looking at Fishing North Atlantic, I think is named the game that Miss Games came out before this. We might have to play that at some point. I'm not sure. It's a little bit older at this point. It looks pretty good, but I'm hoping this game can become what that game was and improve upon it. Entered fish habitat. What kind of fish? Well, it's going to tell us here in a second. Cod over on the left. Are cod in season? I think they are, right? Do we just want to go for cod, or do we want to... we've got pollock, haddock, and catfish out here. I feel like we're going to want to go out there. So let's move our route. No, we're going to want to make as much as we can. We're going to want to bang a right. Get back on track. Okay. So we got a nice little 3-piece over here. This is going to end up working out well for us.
We have a green light at the end
So things have escalated a little bit here, but we're going to be fine. Here we go. We've got a couple of fish. I'm going to slow things down. Let's bring our HUD back up so we can see our throttle and everything. Yeah, it's a little bit rough out here, but you know what? That's okay. We're going to toss our first net. Cast that thing out there. I don't want to do too many at a time to start. Like I said, I don't want to give this game any reason. But it says net busy. Maybe you can't have multiple. Oh, okay. Well, we're just going to have two then. I didn't mean to do that, but we'll be okay. All right, so we're going to hop in here. We're going to turn this thing around. Not going to lie, I'm not in love with the weather situation right now, but I guess, you know, you got to do what you got to do, baby. You can't trust the sea. We had the perfect opportunity, just didn't buy the skill point the first time. We'll do this, and then I'll wait it out, and hopefully we can what's it called? Get a nicer day tomorrow. We'll just take a little rest out here. But all right, so we're looking. Dude, I cannot see a single thing. We've got binocs now. Oop, there it is right there. Shoot, it is all over the place here. All right, hurry up. Get out there. We're going to close this. We're going to throw this out, and we should be able to turn this thing on. Start the hauler. Let's bring them up. It takes a minute. There it is. Okay, now let's slow it down. So we're going to watch the fish come in here, and we're going to have to deal with them being stuck. Wow, it just completely burned off just like that. Okay, what do we... Okay, this seems like a bit of an issue. Don't do it to me. Please? Please don't do this to me. Absolute love-hate relationship with this game. What do you... Oh, he disappeared. Is he in the bucket? I can't see. Is the fish in the bucket? All right, let's... Okay. What do you want me to do with these? Do we have anything in the boat? Let's check the inventory of the boat. Do we have any fish? We just have nets. I can't interact with them. We have floating candles now. This is like at Hogwarts or something. What do we do here? I would think that you're supposed to press around the fish or something. Come on, little buddy. Let me get you untangled from this net, but I don't see where we're supposed to our candles are floating away. This is early access. I'm not gonna lie. I've really enjoyed this boat. This has been my favorite boat to drive, but this is absolutely early access if I've ever seen it. I see you out there, candles. Dude, we've got 6x binoculars now, which is ridiculous. Look at how far in we can zoom. That is crazy. You can't even use that on the ocean because it gets way too intense. $35,000 binoculars here to look at the things that we're somehow supposed to click, and they aren't clickable. We've got another net out there that's slowly floating away. I think that might be the issue. The clickable things were here, and now we're getting pushed by the current, and so now the clickable things are over there, but when they were here, I couldn't click them either. They had like stakes in them. I don't know if are there stakes that we're supposed to grab or move, or I have no idea.
20 minutes later.
I'm gonna give this thing one more go. Come on, baby. I'm gonna go as fast as we possibly can. Slow this down. As soon as the fish gets in, I'm gonna be ready to click it. Ready to click it. What do you need? Click these. Nope. Click it. E. Button. Nope. It's always the little short-haired, headed looking... I hate you. You were the reason why this is always messing up. Yeah, it's not working. Okay, we're gonna re-outfit this thing for line fishing, and we'll be able to make some money. No worries. So instead of the nets, we're gonna go with the long line, which basically is gonna set it up like our other boat, like we had with Flippy here, or Lil Bodie. But you can see fish quotas. We can have 10 ton of cod, 12 ton of haddock, 20 ton of pollock, whatever. Look at this, 18 ton of cod, 20 ton of haddock, 35 ton of pollock. So not quite double, but close to double of storage in this thing. So we're going to be able to take this out. We're going to be able to stay out longer. We're going to be able to catch more fish. We're going to be more efficient. And in turn, we're going to be able to make some more money, baby. Also, I just realized we're matching. Look, she's got the white and orange up top and the black on bottom. So do we. That's beautiful. So we're going to want to run over here to the fish market. We've done line fishing before. We know we're going to need some bait. The crab bait blocks have been working well, but technically we already have the bait, so we don't need that. But we are going to purchase some gear. We're going to get her a 2,500 hook line. Let's make sure that made it onto the boat. Do we see? Oh, it's back in the corner right here. All right, so we can bait up our lines as we always do, and then we place this thing. I don't know if it's going to let us place it. Oh, place bucket. You place it there. Okay, cool. So you place it on the side. Obviously, when we get into a fishing spot, we start letting the line out, and we treat it the same way we did with the flippy boat, but just going to be able to catch a lot more and be a lot more efficient with it. So that, my friends, is Bertha. Really wish we could have had the net fishing working. It was pretty much there. We get the gist of it. I think it's going to be the same thing as with the hook. Like with Flippy, you hook the fish to be able to get them in the storage. With this, you're going to be untangling the fish to get them in the storage. It's just the untangling doesn't really currently work. So it is what it is. It's an early access game. We can't be too mad at it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed nonetheless. Honestly, just driving the boats and moving around and doing the things is what I enjoy the most out of this. So I'm not too pressed about it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to see you guys in our next episode. I think there's a whale watching mission, and I'm not sure if we could do it yet, but I want to check that out. We also need to make some money, and I would like to get the highest level boat in the game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, I'm sorry, it's early access. I can't help it. It's not like I want to make an episode and invest 3 hours of my time recording this and get to the end and be like, oh, you can't actually catch fish with the net. I thought it was going to work, so I'm a little bit disappointed with that, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. I'll see you guys later. We're going to go make some money. Peace out.